Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, December 30th today. We have been in Bali for about 2.5 weeks now. Past couple of weeks have been very rainy, and because of it, we haven't been able to do too much. Today is super sunny, finally, so that's really exciting. I think the rainy season is coming close to an end, fingers crossed. We have been staying in Denpasar area this whole time, which is also where we spent 8 months before going back to Europe for 3 months to visit family. So this is the area we're, I would say, most familiar with at the moment. We also just prefer more local areas. But anyway, we went from one Airbnb to the other and we spent Christmas here. We went for a really nice dinner near the beach for Christmas, and it was so beautiful. We got to watch the sunset as we were eating our food, and it was just such a special moment and very romantic. Today has been pretty hectic. Travel days are always super hectic. We're going all the way from Denpasar to Uluwatu, which is gonna be probably an hour and a half with a bike. And we have so much stuff. We have all of our things packed. We have 4 really big bags of stuff because we lived for about a year in Bali prior to us going to visit family in Europe. So we have gathered a lot of things in a year living here. And now we have to kind of move that around. It's chaotic, but it's okay. It's just the reality of travel days. It's always kind of stressful. But we started off today with packing and then grabbing some coffee, and we also dropped off some laundry yesterday that we had to pick up today. And now we're gonna go head to Uluwatu. And once we're there, we'll probably grab like a late lunch, dinner there, check into our Airbnb. I also want to get a couple of gifts while we are there because one of my best friends is actually coming tomorrow afternoon. And this will be her first time in Bali. I haven't seen her or really any of my friends in a year and a half. It's very exciting. I want to make her a little welcome package. Nothing big, but just a couple of things that really remind me of Bali. Anyways, that's kind of how the day is going to go today. Hopefully everything goes fine. It's been so much traffic lately everywhere, so we'll see how that goes, and I will see you once we're in Uluwatu. Update: we have spent a week in Uluwatu. It was a very crazy week. My friend had a lot of adjusting to do. We went to a lot of beaches, but unfortunately it's been crazy rainy here. We didn't get lucky in that sense, but it was still beautiful, and we still got a couple of days that were very sunny. Anyways, now we are in Ubud. We are actually staying very central for this week. We have 6 nights in this homestay. It's absolutely perfect for us and for traveling on a budget. The ride to Ubud was a little crazy. We got caught in a really big storm, and also going from Uluwatu all the way to Ubud takes a pretty long time, but we made it. Today is our first full day. We've been just kind of looking around, showing her around, trying to get her a bike as well. So that's what they're off doing right now, and then hopefully, if not by tonight, then by tomorrow, we both have bikes and we can go explore some waterfalls or something. So happy to be here. Ubud is extra spiritual in my opinion, has that extra bit of magic. All of Bali does, don't get me wrong, but there's something about this place, and the food is extra good here. It's just really close to my heart for some reason. We will go walk around somewhere trying to find a nice spot for sunset, and then also we've been thinking about going to Alchemy for dinner, which is a very popular restaurant here. Anyways, I'll take you guys along. See you guys soon. I unfortunately only have snippets left of the rest of our time in Ubud before we headed to Kintamani. We had such a good time. We went to the art market on one of the days, and then from the art market we headed to a rice field. And on our way to the rice field, we met this sweet lady who was selling coconuts, and I kid you not, we had the best coconuts ever, and she was so nice. I highly recommend taking a walk around and sometimes just grabbing things from more local places, more hidden places. You can always find hidden gems, and they're always better than whatever is in the really touristy areas. Another thing I'm really glad we found as we were walking around was an actual cocoa plant, and we tried cocoa beans, and it was the best thing ever. It was such an interesting texture. It was so sweet and such a good thing to snack on. And unfortunately, after the couple days of really nice weather we had, rain hit us again really hard, so we didn't do too much in Ubud. Went to some yoga classes, and I actually have to say I put this off for a really long time, but I wish I would have went to a yoga class in Bali earlier. Tried yin yoga at Alchemy, and it was actually so much fun and made me fall in love with yoga. And for our final night in Ubud, we went to Zest for dinner, which was the perfect way to end this part of our trip. Everything we tried there was so amazing, and they had lots of card games, which of course kept us entertained while we waited for our food. And then we headed to bed as early as we could because the next morning we were heading to Kintamani. Kintamani is one of those places I cannot stop recommending to people to check out. It's definitely a little bit more out of your way than all the other touristy popular places, but please, if you go to Indonesia, Bali, check out the north side of it too. Nature is so beautiful there, and the place we stayed at was right by Mount Bator. And one of the reasons we stayed there is because we were going to do one of those sunrise hikes, but unfortunately it just didn't work out for many reasons. So instead we actually went to a place called Sidemen. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, but it's such a beautiful place as well. We found, I'm not even exaggerating, the best restaurant I've been to in all of Bali. Yours looks so good. And then decided to go make our own rings at this place, which was such a unique experience. And I'm really glad we actually went with a slightly more local area rather than the crazy touristy places once again. Things might not have gone exactly as we planned, but these 2 weeks turned out to be such a special time for us. I hope you enjoyed getting a little glimpse into it all, and I'll see you in the next one.